Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel BA English Learners. So today we are going to learn The Tyger by William Blake, and The Tyger has been published in the collection Songs of Experience in 1794. William Blake was an English poet, painter as well as printmaker. Largely, his works were unrecognized during his life, but now his works have earned him such fame that in 2002, Blake was placed at the number 38 in BBC's poll of the 100 greatest Britons. He also produced a diverse and symbolically rich collection of works. The literary movement associated with Blake is Romanticism, and his notable works include Songs of Innocence and of Experience, The Marriage of Heaven and Hell, The Four Zoas, Jerusalem, and Milton. His works have been greatly regarded by later critics and readers for his expressiveness and creativity. Blake has been influenced by the ideals and ambitions of the French and American revolutions. He was also a committed Christian who was hostile to the Church of England. The 19th century scholar William Michael Rossetti characterized him as a glorious luminary and a man not forestalled by predecessors, nor to be classed with contemporaries, nor to be replaced by known or readily surmisable successors. So now let us take the poem The Tyger. The Tyger has been part of the collection Songs of Experience. It is a poetry collection of 26 poems forming the second part of William Blake's Songs of Innocence and of Experience. Some of the poems, such as The Little Girl Lost and The Little Girl Found, were moved by Blake to Songs of Innocence and were frequently moved between these two books. Now let us take a look at the poem. Tyger, Tyger, burning bright in the forests of the night, what immortal hand could frame thy fearful symmetry? In what distant deeps or skies burned the fire of thine eye? On what wings dare he aspire? What the hand dare seize the fire? And what shoulder and what art could twist the sinews of thy heart? And when thy heart began to beat, what dreaded hand and what dread feet? What the hammer, what the chain? In what furnace was thy brain? What the anvil, what dread grasp dare its deadly tethers clasp? When the stars threw down their spears and watered heaven with their tears, did he smile his work to see? Did he who made the lamb make thee? Tyger, Tyger, burning bright in the forest of the night, what immortal hand or eye dare frame thy fearful symmetry? Now let us take a look on the stanzas. In the first stanza, the poet says that Tyger is burning bright in the forests of the night. This line means that the tiger which is in the forest is burning like a fire, or in other words, looking like a yellow fire in the dead of night. Burning bright is also reflecting on the tiger's bright yellow eyes that makes it look like fire. In the third line, the poet raises a rhetorical question, which is the immortal hand or eye, which is capable of framing or building its fearful symmetry. The poet is in a way appreciating the power of God who can create such fearful structure and bear its appearance. The man can neither create it nor can bear its appearance due to fear. In stanza 2, the poet talks about the eyes of the tiger. He wonders from which distant the fire has been brought and put into the eyes of the tiger. He says that a fire has been brought either from the skies or from the deep oceans. It cannot be an ordinary fire of the world, but divine one which makes the eyes of the tiger so fierce. In the third line, the poet wonders which were those wings that took him to those distant areas. Similarly, which were the hands which dared to catch that divine fire? First, in the third and fourth, he appreciates the wings and the hands of the Creator. In the third stanza, the poet talks about the heart of the tiger. He wonders what kind of shoulders and the art Creator could have which twists the muscles or ligaments of the tiger's heart. Here, the poet is praising the amazing art of God which helped him create the heart of the tiger. In the third line, he is amazed by thinking how powerful Creator's hands and feet are, which made him stand in front of the tiger when its heart began to beat. In this stanza, the poet seems to praise the Creator's physical power, daring nature, and his jaw-dropping art. In the fourth stanza, the poet praises the brain of the tiger. He wonders which hammer, chain, anvil, and furnace the Creator would have used to create the brain of the tiger. These are used by ironsmith to create solid and heavy items. The brain of the tiger for the poet is no less than iron. Hence, he thinks about the divine tools used to create the brain of such a deadly animal. Again, the poet wonders how powerful would have the grasp of the Creator which could hold the deadly brain of this animal. In the stanza 5, the poet tends to compare this deadly animal to the lamb, which is meek, innocent, and quite opposite to the former. In addition, there is also a reference to the biblical incidents as mentioned in The Paradise Lost by John Milton. The poet says that when the God created the tiger, the stars, which were in war with him, were so frightened by its sight that they accepted their defeat and threw down their weapons and made the sky wet with their tears. In the third line, the poet wonders whether God would have smiled after creating Tyger, as it was beyond words for satanic forces. The poet also puts forward the question whether the God who created the lamb is also the creator of this fearful tiger, as the lamb is meek and innocent while the tiger is so fearful. The final stanza is a repetition of the first one. The only word changing here is dare instead of could, which is quite significant. In the first stanza, the poet seems to be less amazed by the powers of tiger and God, but after going through all the features of the tiger, he wonders it is only God who can dare to create such an animal. Now let us discuss the structure and form of the poem. The Tyger by William Blake consists of 6 stanzas, with each stanza consisting of 4 lines. The poem flows with a rhythmic synchronization and a regular meter. The hammering is relevant to the blacksmith mentioned in the text. This poem is written in a neat, regular structure with even proportions. The first and the last stanzas are similar to the word could and dare interchanged. The poem at times is all about the questions to the divine, with at least 13 different questions asked in the poem's entirety. The poet seems worried as to how the creator shaped such a magnificent creature, but more so, what or who is the creator himself. Now, concerning the literary devices, Blake makes use of several literary devices in the Tyger. These include alliteration, enjambment, and allusion. Now, let us take a look on the themes. William Blake engages the themes of existence of evil, the theme of creativity, as well as the coexistence of good and bad. It also presents the theme of power, fear, as well as cruelty. The various symbols discussed in the poem are the tiger, fire, industrial tools, the lamb, the creator, etc. The tiger is symbolic of those parts of God that humans struggle to reconcile with the idea of God. The fire can be symbolic of a productive force as well as a connection to hell. The fire could also represent the imagination both of the ultimate creator God and of more humble human artists and craftspeople. The imagined creator in the poem literally draws a tiger as fire. It is a really harsh and pressurized environment from which something as majestic and fearsome as the tiger could be made. The industrial tools, they seem to showcase the way that artistry, ugliness and danger all coexist in proximity. So now we have discussed about William Blake, the poem, its stanza-wise explanation, themes, symbols, structure and form, the literary devices, etc. In the next part, we'll be dealing with The Lamb by William Blake. So, if you have found the video useful, like it, share it to your friends, and if you haven't subscribed our channel till now, subscribe it. Thank you.